Hello everyone, welcome to today's podcast. Today, in this podcast, we will be mainly discussing about the career in the Web3 and career in the blockchain. So we have ShubhamRaj from the India, and I would like him to introduce by himself. And before we dive into the main topics, hi Shubham.
Yeah, hi, myself ShubhamRaj. I am a third year computer science engineering student doing engineering from Ahmed University, Patna. So I am basically from Bihar, Patna. Uh, it's basically like located in India. So yep, that let if we talk about my career thing. So in the first 2 year of my college, I have learned web development. Like I have explored all the different technology aspects like artificial intelligence, web development, application development, machine learning, like AR, VR, everything, hacking and all. But at that time, I found web development and app development more comfortable because previously I do not have enough experience in like coding and computer science. Back I do not have computer science background before like joining the college. So that's why HTML CSS seems like easy to me. So that's why I just continued with web and application development for around 2 years. And yep, for the last around 5 to 6 months, I am like into blockchain field, like exploring different blockchain. And yep, right now working as an intern in a Web3 field, in a Web3 company. So that's pretty much about me.
For entering into the blockchain space, HTML and the CSS is the basic, right? That you need to know.
No, like if you want to like get into the technical spec, like developing dApps or building application on top of blockchain, then I think it required as a Web3 aspect. But if you like generally want to learn blockchain and explore the things, then I don't think that the coding is skill required. If you have, then it is like good thing. But if you don't, then it is okay.
Okay, to get into the Web3 and the blockchain, you are saying, coding is not required.
Yeah, because there is to multiple aspect of blockchain. We cannot say blockchain means only as a developer point of view. There's also blockchain consultant or blockchain advisor who do not actually know how to code, but they know how blockchain works and different things. Yep.
If we talk about the developer point of the view, is that web development is the necessary or it's the basic requirement to get into the Web3, like Web3 developer or the Web3 development?
Yep, I think so because as a Web3 development, it's a preceder of Web2 because it starts from Web1, Web2, Web3. So to be a Web3 developer, you must you need to require the skills of Web2 development because I think in web development, as long as I experienced for the last 4 to 5 months, it's like 80 to 90% is Web2, and just 5 to 10% or let's say more the less 20% max to max is Web3, like the concept of blockchain. But like 70 to 80% you will require the knowledge of Web2, like how to build websites, how to create user interface, how to communicate with APIs and different things.
When you enter into the Web3, what is your mindset? And now you are into the internship and doing lots of things on the Web3 space. Now, what is your mindset regarding these things?
Yep. So it all started from the 1st January 2022. So the first thing I did to start, just to start entering in the field is I just updated my LinkedIn title as a Web3, blockchain, NFT, DeFi. Just updated the title. I don't know actually at that time what this term means, but at the same time, these things are like in the trending markets. Like people are talking about NFTs, DAOs. Facebook have also updated their like changed their name to build metaverse. So they have changed their name from Facebook to Meta. So I think there is like something big going on in this field, and I just into the blockchain in the second year of my engineering. But at that time, I do not have the like I didn't find any enough resources to actually understand the concept. So I just left there, but I think in the 2022 this is the right time. So I just started exploring different things, and yep, like ended up learning, building stuff, building dapps and all. And right now it's like around 5 to 6 months, and like right now I'm decided that I'm going to pursue my career as a blockchain developer. This is so. Yep. So at the time of starting, I didn't actually, because I thought that time like the only application of blockchain is like cryptocurrencies and all. But as long as like DeFi projects are going, like the Uniswap and the SushiSwap projects and other projects as well, like NFTs, DAOs. So these things are also. So right now I found that cryptocurrency is just you can say like even less than a 1% of the application of blockchain. You can say it's like people are considering that blockchain simply means the cryptocurrency, but it is actually not. So now we are like exploring in the phase of like NFTs, DAOs, DeFi projects, and like decentralized organizations, decentralized banks. So this is the fields like right now exploration phase. So I could say that blockchain still in the can say we are in the phase of 1990s around as of Web 2 was. So you can compare that a blockchain at the same level, but the user base that in the blockchain field is like growing very rapidly. It's like very soon in the past, let's say you see under 5 to 10 years, the blockchain is like dominant the market, will dominate the market. This is what I think.
Which niche are you into blockchain space? As you have said, NFTs, DAOs, gamify, metaverse, and then DeFi. So, among these all, which needs do you pick up?
Yep. So like around that, because as I said that I do not have like enough experience. I just, you can say, the senior or even a mid-level engineer, a Web3 developer. But as long as like right now I'm still exploring alternative, not to specific domain in the blockchain that I'm going to pursue either in a DeFi or in an NFT space. So right now I'm building projects in every other, like I'm also working on my startup which is like related to the NFT and DAO. Like in my internship at works, like I'm working on a DeFi project. So yep, it's pretty much everything. So like exploring all the things in the blockchain.
And people like in DeFi project, we need to mainly understand the concepts and the logic behind the all the technology. So so if somebody wants to understand the huge giant like Uniswap and all like SushiSwap, what they should go through and what they should do.
So I think the first thing to explore, understand these big projects and like want to get into the any specific domain in the blockchain, then I would say first learn the contract language, because most of the application built right now in on top of Ethereum. So to understand the contract on Ethereum, you must know at least you are not like at least you should know the how Solidity code runs and how it work, how should the syntax look like. So like if you can understand the Solidity code by looking into it, then it's like every project is open source. You can just go to their website, explore their documentation, download their white paper, go through it, go through all the things, because this is the specialty of Web3. Everything is like open to everyone. So you can go and check their code base. If you find any work, then you can like apply for the bounties and you'll get around millions of dollars just by finding any single box in their application. That's pretty much open to everyone. But as in web 2 we have the habit of learning from courses. So we follow a course or any particular article or things, and we thought that yep, after completing, so let's say example of the HTML. So we want to learn HTML, we'll just choose pick up a course and just complete it from start to the end, and we'll say that yep, I know HTML. But in the web3 this is not work this will not work, because you'll not found like any specific course related to DeFi, because still in the development phase. So people are like building stuff and doing things. So even if you found the course, then even I saw most of the courses are on the basic levels. So they are not even in advance that you can understand the core concept. But if you want to understand deeply that how Uniswap work, then go through their walk through their white paper. It's everything is written there, even the math formula, how they are building, how they are built. And just if you want to build one, then just copy the code and build on your own. Because most of the project is doing the same, just grabbing the code from another project they found, and they found that this is not a good thing. So just change the code and like build your own.
Do you understand the white paper?
Yep, white paper simply means any Web3 projects who want to because everything is open source. So white paper simply means that the whole architecture and the business plan of the project in a simple.
And have you ever gone through any of the white paper and you
Yep,
have
like I've
understood?
gone through the I've gone. It's a little bit difficult because the language they have used is like a little bit technical. You need to understand the terms like DeFi, what is DAO, what is EVM, kind of thing. But yeah, to understand the white paper, I would say that you should have a basic understanding of the blockchain concepts, at least basic to mid level, not advanced, I would say. But if you have the understanding, but if you directly just jump into the white paper and try to understand, then you'll not get it. So that's why, yep. For me, I would say I like reviewed the Bitcoin blockchain, Bitcoin white paper, the Ethereum white paper, and recently I like explored all the Uniswap white paper.
How do you express yourself after going through all those things? I mean, you
Yep. So
understand it, and how do you express?
at the first time I didn't understand it. So what I do is like instead of downloading the PDF form, I just like printed it out and like just thought that let's give it around a week to understand this whole white paper thing. So whenever I found any terms, so I'll just like uh, dedicate myself to understand the words and invest around 1 to 2 hours to just understand the what is DeFi means. Or let's say I'm going through the Uniswap white paper, and the terms comes under like the concentrated liquidity or liquidity. So to understand that term, I'll like invest around 1 to 2 hours to actually read that what liquidity means. And if I'm like going through different words and sentences at the end, like even eventually after a week or so, like the white paper is in your mind, like every concept is like remembered. There is no big deal.
How much time do you spend on the white paper reading
Yep.
all those things?
So actually, white paper concept is not. I started because the internship where I'm doing right now, the company founder who suggested me to because I also say that we have to learn from these like concepts because I'm also new and like say that I'm not able to understand the Solidity code. So how can I be comfortable in that? So they said just go through the white paper, download it. So it's on my assignments for the internship that you should learn white paper and like explain to us that what you understand, that what the formula, and also try to implement the same using your own. So that would say advantage of me to like doing internship at the same time.
And now let's talk about the hackathons and all those things. Why hackathon is the important for like I mean to join if somebody like get into the Web3 world.
I think for me, hackathon like helped me like you could say 80 to 90% in my like still in the getting the internship or understanding the concept and learning the things because Web3 is all about community buildings. It's like peer to peer, you are connecting with the other peoples and like building stuffs and like reviewing projects or whatever. So it's all about community. And the best way to get contact with other person is like building by themselves. So let's say I am as a person, I don't know how to code in. I don't know as a Web2 developer. I don't know how to write Solidity smart contract or how to build a DeFi project completely. I'm a Web2 guy. I just know HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So let's say I just jump into the blog, any hackathon, and in there I found a team. So everyone is looking for a team. So in a team member, you can say let's a 5-member team. So someone knows Solidity, someone knows DeFi concept, someone has idea, someone has business development. So they are not into the coding, but they know how they have the idea to implement something in the Web3, and like you have the skill set, like you also have the skill set, and like you have the idea. So like as a team, you all grow. You all learn the skills here. Like you also teach your teammates how to code in Web2, like HTML, CSS stuff. You also get to learn about the solidity from them. So I think it's the best thing to learn with the peers and build connections in this field.
This
And
is a
also at the
famous.
same time, like and
Yeah, you can go on.
so like also at the same time, by learning and building this thing, you will get lots of money. It's like even if you not won in the hackathon, you will
Mm-hmm.
get around 200 to 300 USD pool price. Like any project, like let's say you're build a project on a Filecoin. So most of the if you submitted a project, either it is completed or not, the Filecoin will give you the amount like the pool price of let's say $400, $300, or $200. And for as a
Okay,
student,
without
like if you're
completing any
invested a huge
project.
pool on this. Yep, it depends upon the hackathon. It's not necessary that in all hackathon you'll get that. But yep, as long as I even every hackathon I have applied, I at least I won a few, either not 200 or 300, but at least 1 to 200 of pool price.
Hmm.
Or
Okay.
you'll also get the goodies like t-shirts, stickers, and all.
And what are the famous hackathons that you know that's interesting?
So there is lots of hackathon going on, and the prize pool is like the amazing, and the people is also very low, like very little, because industry is new. Everyone is exploring the field. And so let's say recently I came across the hackathon called Solana Reptide Hackathon, and for that I have invested 1 month to build a project, because that project was little bit related to, you can say, the personal project kind of thing, because I had the idea and I think that let's build it and this is the right time. So for that hackathon, I built the project. That hackathon goes around, I think, 1 month long, and the prize money was $5 million. You can believe 5 million. Yep, even Google, like PayPal, they have like giving the prize money. So let's say if you got the first prize, you'll getting the prize money of $50,000. For the second prize, you'll get the prize money of $40,000. And in each and every domain, like in DAO, in DeFi, in payment related solution, so there is multiple domains. And like, yep, unfortunately, I didn't want that hackathon. But yep, one thing is clear that like I built a project, and I can till now I proudly say that yep, I have built that, and this is a unique project that no one had built yet.
Can you tell me about your project, what you have built?
So it's simply, you can say, the have you used the Google Pay or Phone Pay wallet?
I know about it. I haven't used Google Pay.
So in India, like these wallets are right now in the trending. Like everyone uses Google Pay, Phone Pay, Paytm, any kind of wallet which is like under the hood using UPI. It's a Indian government project, Unified Payment Interface. So from there you can send money to anyone. So even if I like as a normal day-to-day life, we go to the market, even if we like purchase a chocolate of let's say 2 rupees or 5 rupees, we'll just scan the barcode and pay through the UPI. We do not need to like put the cash in our pocket. So this is like a basic habit in India right now going. So I've tried to implement that thing, but using blockchain in a decentralized way. So you can pay to the merchant by scanning any code. You can directly send your crypto to another person. And like the transaction fee is like very low, because I have used Solana blockchain. So the transaction fees is like 25 paise INR, and like the transaction speed is like also very fast. The transaction completed under 5 seconds. And like yep, everything is good, and I'm able to complete that one.
In
That's
Rust. So you have made.
No, I do not need to like write my smart code. It's a payment thing, and like I just need to create my own crypto wallet. So that is simply that was simply a Solana wallet. So from that, as a like normally you use MetaMask or Phantom wallet or any other crypto wallet. So similar to that, but in addition, I've like implemented that scan and pay functionality in that.
Now let's talk about the how you find the hackathons. How the people can find the hackathons.
I think the best way to find the hackathon is like I would suggest two platforms. The first one is DevPost, and the second one is like DevFolio. So from there you'll, yep, DevPost and DevFolio. So these are the platform where you can just go and like filter out the there is multiple hackathons going on, even in the Web 2, Web 3, like including every technologies. From there, if you just filter from the blockchain, We'll get lots of hackathon running on. And like apart from that, like number one platform that I would recommend to join the hackathon is like the ETH Global. It's like it's like a Ethereum organization where they organize hackathon every month. So like every month at the end of starting the first week of the month, you will get any notification of any new hackathon. Either the hackathon goes around one to like last from 10 days to around 1 month. Some hackathons may last around 2 to 3 months. So yeah, these are the platform that you can go and like there is lots of hackathon going on.
And now let's talk about the main thing, how yeah, we go through the lots of the courses and the resources for learning the web3 and the coding stuff, but most of the time people do not pick up the thing from, they will pick up the thing but later on they will forget and all that happen. So what is your formula, or what is your how to learn the programming, and especially in the blockchain and like smart contracts?
Yep. So I think the first thing I would say is like the interest and the passion about it. Because when I started in exploring the blockchain thing, as long as like I'm just learning some new concepts, it just feels like I'm just wasted my lots of time in learning doing different things. Why not I've learned this previously? It's just getting the feeling of that. Yep, let's learn fast. Otherwise, other people come and learn. I'm getting that kind of feeling. So that's why whenever I learn any new concept, again boost me the feeling to learn something more, something new in that specific field or domain you can say. But yeah, in the if I talk about the courses, I also took lots of courses in like learning Solidity and Web3 field. All these courses can teach you the concept, like how this syntax. Let's say example of Solidity. When I found like in every course they just teach you the syntax that yep, this is how you declare a variable in the contract. This is how you interact with the other contract kind of thing. But no one can teach you how to think in smart contract way, because we cannot implement the logic or functionalities as a not like in the JavaScript programming we learn. So we cannot apply that logic in the smart contract, because smart contract, even if you need to run a single line of code, you have to pay the gas fee. So you need to consider in the mind that if I am writing any creating any extra variable, then this may cost around let's say 100 to 200 Indian rupees to just create an extra variable. We have to think about that as well. So mostly I'd say I'm in the phase of just thinking how to code in web3 say web3 field. So lots of courses can teach you just how to how to think, like how to do this, how to do that, but they cannot teach you how to think that like that.
Saying that most of the courses teaches you what this syntax will does, or they make you understand what is does, right? But the main thing is we need to understand the logic behind that, and we need to think on the code beyond that specific things that they are teaching, right?
That at the every point you should have ask a question, why I'm doing this, why not I'll do the same thing with different approach, why this approach is good or something. So if you do that, then it will take some time, but eventually after 2 to 3 months you will feel comfortable that yep, I know. If you have some idea in your mind, then you can implement that just in a code. You do not have to need to copy someone else code, because you know how to think. That is, I think, the most important thing in the programming.
And heard about the think in the programming and the thinking. I mean, how to think in the code. And yeah, let's get a try with this one.
Yep. So it will help definitely, because I also see lots. Let's consider if you are anyone who wants to learn a new programming language. So first thing they do is like just go through the syntax, right? They just set up the environment in their local system. They just start with the hello world program. Just write the code, understand the syntax, how to declare the variable, loops, like if else condition, everything is like the all the syntax work. But after learning this, what will you do? You'll have no idea that what will I do, or where should I go from this point. So the best thing is like these things, like the thinking ability will come when you like build projects, code on your own, or even if you copy the code from someone else, then at the same time you should think that why they are used this function, why they didn't why they have used this variable, why they use this package instead of that one. If you do this, then eventually after few months you will get comfortable. And if you have any ideas like, yep, I know, I get some ideas, and like I can build the application on top of JavaScript. So just like open the terminal,